Hey everybody. So one of the common things I see on the message board is people asking how to fix the placement on the base that the spring attached to on the top of the head. So what I'm going to try to do today is show you how to do that. So here I have my Iron Man Pop, and from the front he seems okay, but you turn to the side and you can see his head's kind of like he's staring up, which is kind of strange. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and try to fix this guy. First things first, I need to figure out exactly what's wrong. Is it actually the base of the head, or is it the neck itself? So to do that, I need to take this guy apart. Okay, so I look, the neck itself looks fine. It's not tilted or, you know, misshapen in any way. So check the base, and there it is. Not only is it too far forward to the face, it's also shifted to the right. Okay, so I need to take this off. Typically what I like to do is I like to get a pair of needle nose pliers, and I like to get in there and see if I could take the spring off. Okay, having already gone through this pop, I already know that I can't. The nub of the spring is too close to the front, and I can't get my needle nose pliers in there. Alright, so I already know I'm going to have to try to get this base off. So first thing I try is to see if I could break the glue with my finger, which I cannot. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and I already started to get some water going. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be boiling. Some people will use hot water from a Keurig. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ladle. I'm going to put him down so I don't have to hold him while he's hot. And I'm just going to get a little bit of hot water, and I'm going to pour it right into the head. Okay, the whole thing doesn't have to be covered, just the part that I want to get off. You know, you'll notice that it gets really soft really quick. Okay, and that's what we want. We want to try to get that glue off. So, because I don't want to stick my finger in really hot water, I'm going to take my needle nose pliers, and I'm just going to try to break the base off and, you know, get this guy out. Okay. Try to move my spring out of the way. This is why I usually like to take the spring out. Oh, look at that. It got so soft that the spring just kind of came off it. Okay, so there's a spring if you've never seen one before. Okay, so I got my base in here. Okay, you need to just keep digging at it. Okay, it might take a while, but you know, that's the way it is. Sometimes these things just pop right out. I had a Groot, and it just kind of came out, and there it is. Okay, so we've successfully got the base of the head off, and you know, we'll go ahead and handle what's in there later. What I want to do is I want to prep it to put it back on. Okay, This figure has a pretty smooth head at the bottom there. It's a pretty flat base. So I could use any adhesive that I want. I can use crazy glue, almost anything. If you just want to use the Elmer's glue from when you were in school, you could use that. Me personally, I like to use the glue gun. Not because I necessarily have to, but when you start working on other figures that the head isn't quite as smooth or as round, the glue gun will actually let you form into any shape that you want. Okay, and it'll stick pretty good as long as you're not trying to take these things out and toss them around the yard. The head should stick on there pretty good. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a nice healthy glob on the top here and put it on the top of my base. Then I'm going to take the base and I'm going to center it in the head. Okay, holding on to the spring or whatever you have to hold on to. And basically I'm going to do that. I'm just going to hold it right where it's at. I'm pressing down on it now until it dries. Okay, once it's dried, it's pretty much just good to go. I'll put it back on here and see what happens. I had to readjust it, so hopefully the glue takes. So I think it's pretty much on there. I'm sitting there flicking the spring. It's not doing anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Iron Man body, put it back on. Okay, give it a nice good twist. It looks pretty much centered. Okay, it didn't fall off. Okay, that's a good sign. And there you go. Alright, like I said, sorry if the quality sucks on the video. It's the first one I've done. But I know there's a need for it because every, I don't know, couple weeks on the message board, there's always somebody asking, how do I fix this? How do I do that? So I figured I'd share. Okay, I'm trying to pull his head up a little bit. Okay, all I did was unscrew his head a little bit so he bobbles a little bit more. And there you go.